Welcome to SGS Skillshare. This is my first video in Revit tutorials series. We start up with Revit architecture. This complete course gives you a step-by-step and detailed approach to learn Revit architecture. This is the initial interface of Revit 2022. Wherein we'll be seeing the recently accessed projects or models here and the recently accessed families over here. We'll be discussing about what is families and how to create them, modify them, or how to use them in the project in the later stages. For now, we'll be creating a new model. So click on new under model. Once we click new, a new pop-up window opens up and asks us to select a template. We have many templates over here, but I'm going to select the default template under imperial category. If you want to select like a metric category, that is like for centimeters and millimeters as units, you can go for metric, or for feet and inches you can go for imperial. It is not like that. Once you select this template, you will be like using only feet and inches until the end of the project. It is not like that. You can change the units at any time intermediately, but what the difference is, all the names of the families are like mentioned as feet and inches when we select imperial option, and if we select the metric option, all the units or all the new models that we use in the project will be having its titles or names in the metric format using centimeters and millimeters as its naming. So selecting default imperial template. Once we create a new project, then our user interface will be looking like this. Revit has several menus in the ribbon, and under each menu you will be having some palettes like this: build panel, circulation panel, model panel, like this, and under each panel we will be having certain set of tools using which we will be drawing all our models. Whatever we create in Revit, either it may be a model or it may be a view or anything, everything will be having two properties. One is instance property and one is type property. The instance property apply to the very instance where it is located. Like see, I'm creating a wall. This is one instance. If I create another wall, this is another instance. The instance properties that I apply for this wall will not affect the instance properties of this wall, which is like, for example, the wall's length is an instance property, the wall's height is an instance property, the wall's base level, top level, these are instance properties. That will not affect this wall. Whereas the type properties like wall thickness, what is the material used for this wall, these are like type properties which if we change, it will affect wherever this particular type is used. All the elements will get modified. We can access the instance properties for any element from here, and the type properties can be modified or accessed from here. Once we click the edit type, the type properties pop-up window opens up. Nextly, the project browser gives the list of all the views and other required details like sheets, families, whatever the we have used in this project will be listed under here. Every element in Revit architecture has two properties. To demonstrate that, I'll use the wall element. Wall element. There are three different families in wall element. Basic wall family, curtain wall family, and stacked wall family. If I select a particular type under basic wall family, for example, a 4 inches brick wall, this is the type. I create a 4 inches brick wall in my project. So this is an instance. You can see that an elastic line like thing is keeping hold of my command, and I can create new instances. If I right click and click on cancel, the elastic line goes off. But still I am in the command, so that I can create another set of walls. If I want to come out of the command, right click and click on cancel twice, or click on escape. So this is one instance of 4-inch brick wall. This is second instance, third instance, and so on. If I want to change to a new thickness, I can click on wall element again. Select a new type. But I don't have an 8-inch thickness brick wall. So I can create my new type also. For instance, wall, generic 4-inch brick wall, edit type, duplicate the 4-inch brick wall, name it as a 8-inch thick wall, and specify the thickness to be 8 inches. So my new type is, or new basic wall type is ready. So selecting that, now we can create 8 inches thick brick walls. The instance property of an element, which is listed over here, will be applicable only for that particular instance. Say, for example, the length of the wall is 32 feet, its area is 640 square feet, the height of the wall is 20 feet, it is connected with the level 1 and the base, and top is unconnected. It's all like applicable for this particular wall. If I select another instance, the instance properties of that wall will be displayed, like it is a 52 feet length wall, but both of these are 8 inches thick, 4 inches thick brick wall. Which is nothing but the type. To edit the type properties, or we can change the type properties from here, and if we change the type properties from here, it applies to all the instances in the project. For example, I am changing the thickness from 4 inches to say 12 inches. Once I click on apply, all my 4 inches thick wall has become 12 inch thick wall. Though we have selected the imperial template with the feet and inches as our units, we can change these units at any time by going to Manage, Project Units from here. The shortcut is UN. Once we click on that, for the different disciplines, the units are listed over here, and you can edit any of them as per your requirement at any time. Say I'm changing units from feet and inches to meters. Okay. Now if I go to wall, the name is mentioned in imperial format 8 inches, whereas the dimensions will be measured in meters, 5 meters. For example, to create new levels, you can go to Architecture menu, Datum tab, Level tool. You can either draw a new line or pick an existing line by mentioning offset distance. I want my first floor plan to be at an offset of 10 feet from this level 2. If you want to make floor plans for the view, you can check this mark. And in plan view types, you can select what are the plans, floor plans that you are going to create for that particular level. So I'm going to click on floor plan and ceiling plan. Okay. Picking the level 2 so that I'll be creating a new level at an offset distance of 10 feet from level 2. I can go on creating new levels as if I require. Now I don't need a floor or ceiling plan for my parapet wall, which is at an offset distance of 3 feet. For that, I can uncheck this Make Plan View option and create a new level. If you want to rename your levels, you can do that from here. Once you double click on that, you can edit its name. Once you click outside, it will ask you to confirm the level rename. If you want to rename the views corresponding to this particular level, you have to click on S. If you don't want to rename the names in the floor plans, you click on No. For instance, I'm clicking S in this case, so both the floor plans getting renamed. Anyhow, we are going to rename these as per our requirement, like GF floor plan GF ceiling plan. In case if we have a penthouse and the parapet wall at the penthouse level, it is no need to like select from see these three lines will be like stretched all the way until the end, but we don't need until this point. So what we can do is pick up this and we can like pull this to required length. But by doing this, what happens is all the levels will be getting disturbed. So to avoid this, pick this and unlock this then drag it to your required location. Same thing, and we bring it here, it will get aligned and locked automatically. If you want to make any changes to all these three levels at once, you can do it like this. If you want a level head this side, you can pick this option, check this option, so that you can get a level head in this side also. As we have seen in the instance and type properties, we can make this by here also. Select any particular level, go to edit type. In the type properties, specify symbol is required in first end and second end, apply, or only in the first end, apply, or in the second end only, apply. So you can get it as per your requirement. And I draw a small plan to demonstrate the use of temporary and listening dimensions in Revit. These are listening dimensions. If we type the distance, it creates the dimensions like at an angle of 45 degrees, I need a wall of length 25 feet created. So these are listening dimensions with which you can create your floor plan as per your requirement. Temporary dimensions are used to modify already created elements. For example, I want this instance to be of length 20 feet. Done. If I want to make any modifications in my plan, at any time I can select any of the instance and I can change the dimensions.